Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode of Pulp, Punditry and Portchy. Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode of Pulp, Punditry and Portchy. We're in West Portchester. Look, we're down right by the creek. Lovely evening before it probably snows or gets cold next week, I've been hearing. But we thought we'd come down and everyone's obviously back in training and we've got the ladies training tonight and I've got Lynsey with me tonight. How you doing, Lynsey?
I'm very well, thank you. Glad to be back.
Yeah, I bet you are. Yeah, as well, especially with the disruption with COVID.
Absolutely, yeah, raring to go.
Fantastic. So what I thought we'd do is we'll talk through Lynsey's career in football so far, how it's been going at Portchy as well, and I guess how lockdowns affected the preparations for the first season, I guess, that's been with the club as well. So yeah, how's lockdown been, first of all? Love with you.
Lockdown's been strange for everybody. Yeah, it's been very, very strange, and obviously it's been a tough time for everybody, but you know, we've kind of done what we needed to do and football's back now, so that's obviously a big plus for everybody.
Yeah.
But personally, lockdown for me, I moved house, so
Oh wow.
so yeah, that's kind of kept me busy, kept me sort of focused on something and just keeping fit, keeping working out and stuff, because obviously, you know, when the date came out 29th of March that everyone was coming back,
Yeah.
you know, that was
The dreaded countdown of like excitement, but oh my
yeah,
god, I need to be
100%. Yeah. It was certainly that. So yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Brilliant. So I guess in terms of football, how your career's gone so far in football, do you want to just talk us through how you got into football really and how it started?
Football I think probably came from my dad really. My dad was a huge football player and he sort of played Man City Boys and
Oh, wow.
My two brothers played. So I think I've got the football certainly from them.
Yeah.
I started playing when I was around 6 years old.
Cool.
So I played for a local team within Bristol because that's where I'm originally from.
Yep.
And then from then I went on to Bristol Rovers Ladies, who are now Bristol Academy.
Right.
So yeah, I played for them for a good few seasons. Went to Filton College, which was one of the biggest sort of sports college.
Yeah.
From there, I went to America on a scholarship.
Brilliant. Tell us a bit more about that.
I played in Missouri, sort of like central south. Was out there only for a year, only because obviously family issues. One of my family members was quite ill, so
sorry to hear
it
that.
that's fine. It got sort of halted, but the year that I had out there was amazing. Like, if anybody was even thinking about going abroad to play football, I would absolutely 100% do it. It was an experience.
Yeah.
And obviously ladies football out there is huge. It
Yeah.
really is huge. I know here we're coming on leaps and bounds, women's football's now coming on the TV a bit more, which is great. But out there it's a different class.
You hear the facilities are
It's spot on, it really is. Yeah, I mean, just going back to when I was in America, there would be a men's soccer game and a women's soccer game on the same night.
Yeah.
Everybody would come to the women's, and it was an unreal experience out there. Yeah, absolutely loved it. So I was out there for a year, came home, and from then on I moved to Portsmouth.
Yeah.
So came down south, ended up going to Portsmouth Ladies.
Brilliant.
Yeah, was there for a few seasons, and again it was a great club to be at.
Yeah.
But obviously time just kind of ticked on, and work unfortunately gets in your way because
You have to make that decision.
yeah, definitely. From Portsmouth Ladies, and then went to Gosport Borough, so which was very local for me. It was only around the corner. I was there for probably 6-7 seasons maybe.
Yeah.
And then from then, which probably brought us up to not last season before, I don't know, I needed a bit of a new challenge.
Yeah, I guess this was 7 years you said you were
Yeah, so, I love the club, absolutely love the club, love my time there. We did some great things, and from then I kind of went to Rushmore, which was about an hour down the road.
Right, a bit of a commute then.
Yeah, it was a commute. I mean, don't get me wrong, the football side of things and the girls in the club were a great club to be at. But unfortunately, it was just the travel
Yeah.
was just a bit too much. And then Portchester came up.
Right, so I guess talk to us about that a little bit. Why, not why Portchy, but I guess it's a new setup, isn't it? Is that, I guess, a new challenge for you?
Yeah, I mean, at first, to be honest with you, I didn't even know Portchester were coming back. I only heard it through friends, and they sort of said, you know, what you're doing this season, because they kind of knew that I was on the lookout for a new club.
Yeah.
And I sort of got in touch with Mark, and he sort of said, you know, come along to our open day, you know, talk about the club, talk about the setup and the, you know, what we want to do.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of it. I love the vision, the passion, and you know, I've heard great things about Portchester anyway.
Yeah.
You know, even when they've had a ladies team before, they've always done really, really well. And obviously, I heard of a few of the girls that had come along and just gave it a go, and to be honest with you, it was the best decision I made.
Oh, brilliant. It was always going to be though, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we would say so. Yeah. So I guess that leads us into like last season, really. I mean, we can all say from results, if you've been following it, it was, you know, we're all really chuffed.
Yeah.
It's from a fan perspective as well, like it's not to us, but we thought it was brilliant, you know, what we were seeing on the pitch. I mean, how was it for you? And it must have been frustrating that in the first season we have had all this disruption.
Yeah, it has been frustrating, it really has, but you know, what had to be done was done. We went into a lockdown and we're back now, but you know, but pre sort of lockdown, we were a new team, and you know, with Mark and that, getting all these girls together, and he's got his way in, you know, how he wants to coach, how he wants to play, and for everybody, I think it was a new way of playing. So you know, we're still learning. We're not there yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
We're still learning, but the girls are getting it, and like you say, as you can see from results, before lockdown,
Yeah.
we were on a good run of games. You know, we really found our feet, and we were gelling together, and not conceded yet.
Yeah.
Which is always a good,
Yeah.
you know, a good sign. So you know, I just hope that, you know, coming back into this side of, you know, after lockdown, that we just continue where we left off, you know, before. So the girls are back tonight, and we're buzzing to be back.
Yeah, I bet.
Let's keep going.
And I guess is that something you were saying about, obviously there's clearly the quality there because of, they wouldn't have those results with it, but how important would you say really the togetherness, and you said the camaraderie, because for a new team, and I guess some may have played together before, but for a new team there's always that aspect of, is it going to gel well? Like how important would you say that is?
It's very important. I mean, me personally, I'm quite a very outgoing. I'm probably would say I'm one of the louder ones in the team, but that's just me. And you know, I kind of, you know, that you do get the sort of chalk and cheese in a team. I think you do get your quiet ones and your younger ones, and you get the louder ones and the more experienced ones, and sort of bringing all that together. I think for us personally, I think it's come together really well this season. I really do. You know, we've got a real variety of young girls. We've got the more experienced girls. Not naming names, but we do have players over the age of 40.
Yeah.
But you'd never know, you know, and they bring a wealth of experience, and the younger girls can learn off of those.
Yeah.
You know, but I do. I've got great hopes for this team.
Brilliant.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying my time.
And I guess you're saying that like the hopes for the team, and I think it's really important, isn't it? That, like you said, you can always keep learning and seeing where we're going with things. But I guess at the end of like this season, I guess like you've kind of answered the question why you haven't conceded yet, those kind of things. How do you kind of want it to continue over the next, like I guess, few seasons? Like how do you see this place kind of developing?
I mean, you know, there is word on the street that sort of maybe next season, you know, we can attract more players. You know, even through lockdown, I've had messages from people that are interested, I guess because they've seen our results already. You know, they're already sort of getting the feelers out there with sort of maybe what's going on next season. There is talk of possibly a development, which I think would be amazing. You know, not only is it just amazing for women's football in general and more people get involved, you know, but for the girls coming from the under 18s, sometimes there's that bit of a grey area. You've got under 18s and straight into women's football. You know, sometimes for some players there needs to be that middle ground where you sort of build yourself up and then make that leap.
There needs to be that transitional phase, as you just like said,
100%, but the next coming seasons I'd like to think that we continue playing the way we were playing before lockdown. That's a major thing, obviously. You know, with Mark, he's a great manager, and you know, he's got his visions, he's got his goals and his passion, and that's certainly starting to rub off on the girls. So you know, in seasons to come, I'd like to think it's going to be promotion, maybe after promotion.
Yeah.
And you know, we just kind of build from there, really.
You've just got to be laser focused and, like you said, keep
Absolutely,
going.
yeah. You know, we're here to win at the end of the day. We're not here to mess around. I mean, obviously, we're here to have fun.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. But obviously, we want to win ultimately. So.
You keep thinking the ball's going to be like flying halfway by way.
I know.
Going to have that infamous Harry Redknapp moment or something like that. I guess just to finish, really, obviously it's all really positive what we've been talking about, but we've seen the kind of national trends of ladies football growing. Whether, you know, we've talked already, haven't we, and said, like, does that reflect what's going on locally? I mean, what are your thoughts in terms of how ladies football locally, and I guess Portchester included in that? You just mentioned the development squad. How do you feel that that's changing, or is it changing? How would you say is that having an impact in your opinion?
I think it's sort of a bit of a sticky one, really, because I think, you know, if you were to be sort of in London, around that sort of area, I think there's a lot more to offer there.
Yeah, naturally, I guess, being the capital.
Yeah, definitely. And that's not meaning to say that, you know, we're not getting anywhere down here, because I really do think we are. Like you say, we've only come together this season, and we're already thinking about having the development next season. Yeah. So I think it is growing, absolutely. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I just want to see it continue to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of, just to finish off, obviously there's people who are starting to, we're getting their eyes on here. Like,
Hi, Mum.
We've said, haven't we, like, obviously we're getting a bit of a growing fan base, there's a lot of positivity around the squad as well. For people who haven't been coming down or starting to hear about it, why should they come down next season, or when we can resume, really?
To see us continue to win titles, and just see a great ladies team that is generally just want to play football, have fun, and, you know, continue to put ladies football on the map. It's for everybody. Everybody should come down and get involved, and, you know, continue the next few seasons, you know, Portchy being a great club that it already is anyway. Yeah,
no, I totally agree. Well, thanks so much for your time this evening.
You're welcome.
And we'll obviously be following the team when we can get back in safe and well. Well, that's it, guys, in terms of finishing off today. Thank you, it's all brilliant. We are going to be doing many more interviews over the next few weeks as we can, obviously with safety and things such as that. But you can obviously follow us on @AaronChoneyFans on Twitter or Instagram, or on Facebook, and keep up to date, obviously, on the club's Twitter with all of the fixtures for the first team, ladies team, even the vets team if you fancy kind of catching that on a Sunday dog walk or something like that. But until next time, stay safe. Forza Portchy.